we started talking about like moving in together, and I told him it's gonna have to wait a while. And then in the midst of talking about it, he got pissed at me. He was just like, "You're dumb as fuck. You're a dumbass girl." Da da da. Just started dogging on me, and I was like, "Bro, like you're supposed to be my partner. Like we're supposed to be able to like figure out whatever together. Not I tell you something that is potentially a problem or like a minor problem or whatever it is, and you start dogging me out saying I'm stupid and all this shit." And anyways, we started going back and forth. And then he was like, "Yeah," he was like, "This is why I dog you. This is why I cheat on you." And I was like, cheat on me?" I was like, "You cheated on me?" He was like, "Yeah." So like February or March, he cheated on me. He can't remember when, but he cheated on me and had sex with her in the car. Lied to my face. Mind you, he's told me multiple times like, "Oh, I would never cheat on you. That's some shit I would never do to you." Mind you, in the midst of us texting all last night because I was hurt and I just wanted to know why, he just was like, he don't know why. He was like, "I don't know why I cheat on you." So it's multiple. I don't get how you do that to somebody. I don't get how you look somebody in their face and tell them you love them. Okay, mind you, he was like, "I think God was either telling me to stop cheating on you or I gotta let you go because I got caught up. You almost caught me up 3 times." And I kept telling him, "Everything you do in the dark, that shit always comes to light." But and for me, I don't know why. I swear to God, I don't know if it's a gift from God, but I'll just be sitting there and I'll be thinking, and shit will just start clicking in my head, and I'm like, "Wait, hold up." And I started catching on to lies. And I tell him like, "Oh, you lied to me about this. Oh, you lied to me about that." Boom. Uh, Found out about the fucking honey pack, right? Boom. One day I was just doing dishes. I was just fucking doing dishes, and I was just thinking, when we had broke up a while ago, I remember I had hopped on Hinge, and I'd seen him on Hinge, and his profile was old. It had old pictures of him and new pictures of him, and I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck?" Deleted my account immediately when I seen it because I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to bump into him, you know." And so I'm doing dishes one day currently, recently, and I was thinking about it, and I'm like, "Bro, are you?" I was like, "Are you on Hinge?" And he was like, "No." And he started lying about it. But yesterday he snitched on himself because he was like, "You caught me up almost 3 times," and he was one of the reasons was him being on Hinge. And I'm like, "Bro, mind you, another thing, he fell out with his cousin because his cousin was telling my BD stuff and my other BD, and my BD was coming back and telling me, and it was just like,
Your baby
I don't
dad
know
still want to hit.
why
Why
I
are you
kept
telling
giving
you?
him the benefit of the doubt. I kept wanting to see the good in him. I have 2 kids with him. He's told me to abort them each time, but I did it because I love my kids. Like I love being a mom. He wanted to abort me to abort them twice. Okay, I can understand the first one. Boom, he wasn't ready for a kid. Mind you, he purposely got me pregnant twice just to tell me to abort twice. Okay, boom. When before she was born, when I was just pregnant with her, I told him, right, and he was like, "Oh, you're nothing but a mom. You don't have shit to your name. You don't have a job." Da da da. Because I would stay at home mom at the time. I was like, I told him on everything I love. I told him, I said, "Watch." I locked the fuck in. I was praying in the fucking shower one day, and I was praying and I was praying and I was praying. And what popped up in my head? Okay, so I was praying in the shower. And what popped up in my head was like, "Pay attention. It's about to move fast." So I knew that was God telling me like, "I'm about to help you, but you need to pay attention, and I'm gonna do it fast." The next month, I got into school. The month after that, I got a job that paid dummy money. The month after that, I got an apartment. So literally within 3 months, I secured everything, and I was cool. And then I had my own apartment.
He
Everything
came
was
back.
good. And a voice in my head, like I just started doubting myself so much. And I was just like, "I can't do this alone. I don't know what to do." But then once I got my apartment, he tried to beg for me back. And that's the only time he's ever begged for me. So I started looking at it like, and then just based off of yesterday too, like I told him it might be a problem of us getting an apartment right now, right this minute. And I just got hired for this work from home job just because I need a work from home job so I can help with my kids and stuff like that. He was like, So now the fact that there might be a problem with that, he's like dogging me, and I'm just like, bro, mind you, the only reason I'm not holding him to a standard to where he needs to have his shit together, he needs to be able to provide and stuff like that, is because he was in an accident last year. Like, he got hit by a car, and he's been in and out of
Why you keep letting them back in your life? Why you letting them have so much control in your life? You free. You said you just said you got your own apartment, your own car, and your own house. You don't need them. You if he gonna talk like that to you, hang up. You ain't gotta listen to him. You free.
surgery and all that shit. Which, mind you, how the fuck are you cheating on me and you're damn near disabled? Like, who does that shit? You just got your karma to hit you because he was such a bad person, bro. He was cheating so much on every female, dogging them the fuck out, dogging me the fuck out, and then he got his karma. You would think that shit would fucking, I don't know, do something with his brain to make him realize, like, maybe if I'm being a fucking bad person, I might want to change that shit before something else happens. No, the shit, he just went harder and got sneakier. I don't know how the fuck he cheated on me because I have his fucking location. Every time he was going out, he was sending me pictures. How the fuck were you doing that shit? When were you doing it? When I was asleep? And then what makes me mad, like even more mad, is I don't have nobody, so I can't talk to nobody about it. I walked out last night just so I could get some air, and I came back in, and my first baby daddy's little brother who's 17 years old. He sees me crying, and he has to fucking hold me, and I'm crying, and I'm texting my second baby dad, and I'm just like, why, bro? Like, what did I do? Like, what was I not doing for you? Like, I've never given you a reason to like stray. I'm not trying to be on no weird shit, but I'm like, I have a high sex drive. I like doing different shit, you know? I don't know what it was. And I'm like, bro, like, I've given you everything. I give you love. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't go out. I don't text nobody. You could tell me. I don't give a fuck if you, like, he corrected me on, like, what? Oh, Jesse, you're, like, wearing something that's a little crazy. Okay, I would have fixed it. Like, I'm not a trippy person at all. I really genuinely don't care. And I just don't know what the fuck I did wrong. And I was like, I got to put all the pieces back together. And I got 3 kids. So it's like, I got to put on a fake ass smile and act like mommy's okay when mommy's fucking heartbroken, and I don't know what the fuck to do.
Hey y'all, so I just want to give y'all a quick story time on how I just had to break up with my boyfriend today, and it's also his birthday, but I'm not gonna try to make this long or anything. I'm just trying to get right into it. So boom, today is Saturday. He flew in on Thursday because he had a job interview like the same day. So he got here really early. It was like 5 or 6 a.m. Came back to my house. I cooked breakfast. You know, we chilled. He spent time with our son. Everything was cool. So like around 8:39, we went and dropped my son off and like at school, and then he needed to go get something from his mom's house for the interview. Me and his mom, we had prior problems. We just, I don't think about her. I really do not, but I don't really care. Like, whatever. So me and her, we got into like a physical altercation back in September. Like that's a whole nother story. But that's the whole reason why we just don't fool each other. So boom, we go to his mama's like townhomes, and like it's like an apartment where you got like a standalone. So I parked by the mailbox, and her house was like down the street. Like I was nowhere near her property, nowhere. So he goes and he goes to her house, and I'm parked in the car, just lolly dotting, doing me. And I think I'm looking at my purse or whatever for some lip gloss, and I see like a car pull up next to me. But I'm not thinking nothing of it. Like, it's a townhome, so it's people gonna be out here anyways. So next thing you know, I just like I'm looking in my purse, or like I'm actually leaning over, looking in my purse on the passenger side. So next thing you know, I hear like a tap on my driver's side window, and I'm like, I look over, it's and she's like, "Come on, get out. Let's talk like grown women." So I'm like, okay, like, really don't have nothing to say to her, but I'm still trying to set the fact that this is my son's grandma, and this is my boyfriend's mom. Get out. She's talking about. First of all, she's so close to me, like in my face. I can see the white on her tongue. Like she's so close. Like everything that she was doing was intimidation tactics, but you cannot intimidate me. Like I'm not scared of you. Like I'm just not scared of her. Not saying like she's not nobody. I don't know her. She swears she's so hood and street cred. I don't know. Like I don't care about that. Like girl, I don't care. Like you're pushing 50. Like I don't care about your street cred from years ago. But anyways, she is like standing really close to me. I can see her tonsils damn near. And she's just like, I don't hate you. I can never hate you. You got my grandson.
No lie. Some of the best stories come from out the car. I don't know what it is about you sitting in the car, relieving that stress, especially after a long day's work. You feel me? Something about the release in their car. I know they be telling us, running it down. They like, man, let me get this shit up off my chest. You feel me? Hey, cuz. And they just be going off. And I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for the story.
No matter what nobody think, I don't care what you think. Like she's like this in my face. I love him. I'm like, okay. Like she's trying to provoke me. You're not gonna provoke me. The last time we got into a fight, little sidebar, she pulled out my quick weave. And I'm growing that ball spot back. You think I'm finna let this lady pull on my braids? I know how she gets down. Like, no.
Wait a minute now. Y'all had a fight once before. It's crazy. And she put out your quick weave. Find your baby dad and mama is crazy.
Oh, and I was looking.
I'm here for it though.
Like no. And so yeah, she said,
Right,
that's what she's doing this. I'm like, oh God. So like I look to the side and I start chuckling because I'm like, why is she doing this? Like I'm chuckling because why is your hands in my face? Like you're trying to provoke me. So then she started like backing up, like, no, speak. I want you to talk. Like started doing all like, I'm like, oh my God, this lady, like, I don't like why do you want to, what is your, I don't know her angle, bro. So she's just talking. So when she was like, no, speak, I want you to say something. I was like, no, because it's already getting disrespectful. You already didn't put your hands in my face. She's like, no, I didn't. It's not no disrespect. She was like, I done prayed. This came out of Ramadan. I've been fasting. It took so much for me to get here right now and be in front of you and not do nothing to you. I was just looking at her like, oh, okay, like, good for you. Like, I'm still on your mind months later. Like, bro, you're nowhere near on my mind. This lady didn't call CPS on me. At that time, I was going through something like, a little court case. She filed my probation. She literally tried to destroy my life. She tried to get my son taken. She lied. Like, this lady is a full-blown menace. Like, she's a liar. She's like, I don't want no dealings with you. I see what type of like games that you try to play. You try to get a kid taken away. That's my son that I take care of, that you don't do nothing for, never. It's crazy. So then she started talking about that night. She said, you know what, Nori, it was only 4 minutes. You could have waited 4 minutes. Girl, when you came to the door, you have a Ring camera. You know why I was there, to collect my son. You and my boyfriend at the time, he was already mad at me. You and him, y'all conspired. I was like, oh yeah, she call the police. She drunk. Y'all did that together. I don't care. Like, y'all did that together. So for you to be like, oh, it was only 4 minutes. You watched the video many times. You counted. I don't care what you did. You see me on a Ring camera. You did not bring my son. My bad. You came out the door. You came out your house wanted confrontation. You didn't have my son. And then she was like, I had so much respect for you. I thought, oh yeah, she got it. She got a backbone. She got a good family. Until that night, until you started doing that in front of the kids. You, like, she's gaslighting me. Like, she was gaslighting me, like, trying to make it seem like it was.
The mom seemed like a wild ass person. I ain't gonna hold it. And then she moved. She said pushing 50. I ain't saying never get 50. Yeah. So find your baby daddy mama is crazy. But if the story is true, I see why.
Just all me. So I'm like, all I said was, we just not gonna agree on that night. Like, that's it. Like, and she's like, yeah, you know what? It's okay to disagree, to agree, because what you're saying is stupid. You're damn near 50 and you don't have no control of your emotions. You're emotional. When you're out of control, you don't have no control. You don't have no control over me or my son like you do my ex-boyfriend's other child. Like, you don't have no say so over here, and you're losing it. Like, you're literally losing it. You don't know. If I say no, he cannot spend the night, it's just no. Like, no, it's no. Like, I'm his mama, and you're weird. So boom, she was like, yeah, what you said about my So she was like, you know what, but what you said about blank, like my boyfriend's daughter before me, her granddaughter is real evil. And I was just like, okay, here she go. This is what she wanted to get to anyways. This is what she wanted to get to. Oh, yeah, my job, before all this, she had hugged me in the midst of her saying, you know, I don't want to do nothing to you, baby. Like, and that little stupid ass knew I was asking, like, oh my God. So she hugged me, and I'm just like this, like, I'm holding myself, because I'm just like when she's hugging me, I'm just like, I'm not hugging you back. I don't trust you. So then when she started asking me, it's like, oh yes, so what you said about my granddaughter, real evil, right? And I was just like, okay. Like, at this point, you're nitpicking. So when I see somebody trying to get a rash out of me, I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, whatever. She's like, so you evil, right? I was like, if that's what you think, that's exactly what I'm doing. So she proceeds to choke me up against my car. And then when she's done choking me, she gonna wobble her ass. I don't even mean to curse, but she's big. Like, I'm 5'3", 115 pounds. This lady is big. Like, she's big bone. Let me not say. Okay, she's walking back to the car. She's talking about, you need to get out of here. And I was just like, I don't want to put my hands on her because she's gonna pull my hair. I don't want to fight. I didn't come here to fight. It's too early in the morning. Like, I'm not even on that. So I called the police like she did last time on me and tried to get me arrested, but she ended up in handcuffs. So this time I called the police on her. Then, so I'm looking for my phone, like, to call the police. So I'm riding away because I'm like, I don't know, she finna hit my car. My car is new, honey. I don't play that. Like, you can crash out. She doing it in her work uniform. She works for the Fulton County. She's a bus driver. She's doing it in a work uniform. She's losing it. She don't have nothing else to lose. Bro, so then my boyfriend come out the house, and I called him. He didn't answer. Of course, he's talking to her. And so I called him, and, like, she's coming out the house or whatever. I guess her house is right here, so she rode down, and he's coming out the house, and she's telling him or whatever. And then she's talking about, that's why I got a voodoo doll, a pin doll of you.
Whoa.
What? They're from New Orleans, so I'm pretty sure they practice that for real. So as soon as she said that, I don't know where it is. Oh, right here. I carry anointing oil, and as you can see, it's dang near gold. I put this all over me, all over my car. I said, return that back to sender. I don't play that. Like, I don't play with those type of games. So, dang, it is going to be a part 2. Because I'm going to have to tell you how I broke up with my boyfriend. But after that, she skirted off. I called the police, did the police report. I guess they're going to be looking for her, but I'm gonna take it to the fullest extent. I'm gonna make sure I go down the foot to kind of get a temper, like, with me and my son. Like, this lady, she will really kill me. Like, she's really dead, like, off in the head. And I'm gonna tell y'all what I said. I think this is when I was saying that she had, like, a different, that's when I called or whatever. Of course, when the police came, I had to do the statement. My boyfriend trying to stay neutral, trying to stay out of it or whatever. And when we get back in the car, I'm very upset. And he's, trying to say he's sorry, what she did was wrong, blah, 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 whatever. So I'm telling him, like, I don't even want to, like, go to the interview with you, like, because I just don't want to be around him. Like, I just needed to go home. I just needed to go home. So he's like upset because I think he did that now, like looking at it because he still wanted to go to the interview, like still needed to use my car. Basically, that's how I look at it because he don't care. So after that, like the whole day was like fine. After that, like we had went and got my son. Everything was cool. Then later on that night, he was going back to his own house. So I dropped him off and left. So that night I ain't hear from him. So Friday, which is yesterday, my son was at school. Me and my boyfriend at the time was talking, like everything was fine. I was working, so I wasn't like really tripping that, we wasn't together. Like I had to work. Like I work from home. So then he called me like around 5 and he was like, can I come pick up dude? And I was thinking he was talking about so boom, he was like, no, like I'm talking about pick him up after you get him from school to like take him with me. And I'm like, take him where? He was like, where else do you think I'm gonna go? So he was talking about his mama house, like because he wanted my son to go over there with him so he can spend time with him and his half sister. And I was just like, do you not remember what just happened like 24 hours ago? Like, I don't trust your mom. Like, she just said that she does do voodoo. So basically, he was trying to like say, oh, so now I can get my son. Like, now I can get my son. Mind you, he was supposed to come over here yesterday to see me anyways, but he didn't. So now he's like, oh, so now I can see my son.
Y'all definitely still fucking. That's crazy. It's crazy work. That's why you feel comfortable and shit.
I can't see my son. And I'm just like, you really don't respect me. Like, you don't respect nothing that I'm saying. Like you like you're finna be coming back to Georgia. So it's like cool. Like you're gonna be coming back in a couple of weeks. Like you could have asked me then, like let it die down. I probably would have still said no. But the fact that you're literally asking me within the 24 hours, can he come over somebody's house who just try to harm me? Like, how don't you get that? Like, I don't know. So of course that made him mad. We didn't speak after that for the whole day. And today his birthday. Like I thought, well, we just never spend his birthday together. Like it's always something. I just thought this year was gonna be different. I went all on my way. I got him cologne from Neiman's, stuff from Aloe. Like I really wrote him a very thoughtful card. I was gonna take him out to eat, give him money. Like it's just things that I don't know why I always get his ass to kiss when I always got to wait for him. Anyway, so boom. So nothing throughout the whole night yesterday, nothing. So this morning I was getting ready to go to it's like a women's conference, prune to process, something like that. And it's basically like with some church people that I know, and I really wanted to go. I'm just really on this journey in my life, just trying to get trying to get closer to God. So yeah, I just like going to seminars, meeting like-minded people, so they can pray for me. I have a good prayer circle, stuff like that, and meet godly people. So this morning I did call him because it is his birthday, and I just said good morning, and I was just like, happy birthday. Like I was very dry, but it's just like, why I'm dry. And so he's just like, why you got the attitude? And I'm just like, because it's like, you don't respect me, you don't care about me. Like you cannot care about a person and then like negate their feelings. Like you don't care about my feelings, you don't care about how I felt. And not once has this man even asked, was I okay? Like just like little stuff. Even the police officers asked Dad, like, he didn't. All he was saying that he was sorry. He was really sorry because he didn't want me to get too mad, so he couldn't use my car to go to the interview. That's how I really feel. But if I say that to him, he's like, oh, what I gotta use you for? I can in like he literally a gaslighter. Like, he's like his mama. Now that I'm sitting back thinking about it, talking about it, like, yeah. So boom, so yeah, we on the phone, like, oh, why you got an attitude? I'm just like, bro, like, it's your birthday. We supposed to be spending time together. Like, we never spend birthdays together. So he's like, you're so selfish. How you gonna make my day about you? You mad at me because I didn't take you to dinner? Like, you're that when a person is purposely trying to gaslight you and not understand you, at that moment I was just like, yeah, I'm done. And then he's gonna say, because I'm supposed to feel some type of way, you wouldn't let me see my son, you not letting me get my son. I'm like, it's not even that. Stop saying that. Like, I'm not keeping him away from you. It's your mom. Right now you're trying to move back. Of course your mom is gonna be the place for you to stay. I told you, why can't you take your kids to the park? Why can't you? Like, stop. And it's always me. He always trying to make it seem like I'm the issue. Like, I have to conform to everything. I'm not in the wrong. I conform to nothing. And I'm not even saying, like, you got to go against your mom, because I even talked to my mama about it. Like, we're not married. You don't have to go against your mom for me. But it's a difference between holding somebody accountable. You need to be telling your mom, like, this is the reason I can't have my son over here, because you can't control your emotions. It's on her. It's on her. So, of course, he trying to gaslight me, and I'm like, bro, when your mama done said a whole bunch of stuff, she talking about she do voodoo. He was literally standing right there trying to get his mama to get in the car when she said that out her mouth, like, so she can ride away because I was calling the police. And this man gonna sit there and laugh on the phone, was like, she did not say that. So in that moment when that came out his mouth, like him laughing at me, and him literally saying that she didn't say that when she did. She said, I got a pin doll of you. I don't even know nothing about voodoo. I'm from Atlanta. I wouldn't even have known what to say. You dig what I'm saying? So, like, it's like I'm not making it up. So it's just the fact that he's gaslighting me and purposely choosing to misunderstand me. It's like, you don't care about me. You don't. You're not gonna protect me. And I just told him, like, bro, you're not no husband of mine. You're not gonna protect me. You stood idle and watched me and my mama fight this CPS case that your mama lied about. Your mama tried to get me thrown into freaking jail, like calling my probation officer. But luckily, my probation officer, like, know me. I'm not on that. I was on probation for some dumb stuff. But this lady really tried to get my kid taken away, fought me, pulled my hair out. Then sit here in the same breath talking about she just got out of Ramadan, but then talking about voodoo. And my boyfriend would sit here and gaslight me to talk about, well, I don't say nothing because if I say what you said, then it'll just be this. I know what I said was very wrong about his daughter. But I didn't say nothing crazy like, oh, she needs to, nothing like that. I just said something that I should never said that I'm not even gonna, like, repeat. And I have apologized to that little girl's mama. She don't like me to this day. But I have apologized. I was dead wrong. And that's what I said to his mama when she was in my face. I said, I apologize to the person who needs to be apologized to. And that's the mama and the kid. I don't owe you anything. So, yeah. And then, like, today, I was just like, after he just, like, laughing, negating my feelings, like, not really want to spend time with me on your birthday, and I went all on my way. That was just it. That was just the cherry on top.
Listen, first I just thought y'all baby dad, that's just your baby daddy, and you was single, or you know what I'm saying, talk to somebody else. But you doing this, y'all was in a relationship, and he treating you like that, girl, baby girl. You gotta know, he really don't care nothing about you. He using you. You got a car, a place to stay when his mama tripping. And he come on to your place, sleep, lay with you, spend time with the kid. Baby boy. Hey, Jody. And Yvette is crazy. This what it sounds like. Except that the mama don't like you. And the reason the mama don't like you, right, is something he said. He must was talking bad about you. You did this, you did that, you did this, you did that. And she done built that hate for you. And she don't care what he say. He can say he lied, she still gonna hate you. The thought of you, the thought that he had to feel like he had to say something like that to her. I don't know, it's crazy. Especially if you're a mama boy too.
It's just like all these things. You stood idle while your mama attacked this family, your so-called family that you're supposed to care about. No, I'm gonna protect my son and me above everything else. I don't care how you feel. So I already told him, if you want to go to the court, we can get it put down, but I would get a protective order against that lady for my son. So because he was like, oh, I'll just lie and be like, and just take him over there. Okay. Now I'm gonna have to start documenting everything. Like now I already see how I'm gonna have to move. Like I already see. But I just hate the fact that we just not gonna be together, but it is what it is. I'm not going for that. I see you don't care about me. Like you cannot care about a person like me.
It really goes to show that someone can look like they've got it all together on the outside and be completely falling apart behind closed doors. This man's place was spotless. I'm talking all white clothes, not a speck of dust. Everything in its rightful place. And yet, he was battling bipolar disorder and depression so heavy it ended up taking his life. That's the part people don't talk about enough. We see a clean apartment, a big-time career on TV, or the
Oh, this is something else. Well, I know I sure trying to figure out what the hell.
fact that they grew up on the screens we all watched.
And I guess his friends, quote unquote, he would hire men, or not hire men, but he would get a group of guys together and they would all rape me.
Now I'm gonna have to start documenting everything. Like now I already see how I'm gonna have to move. Like I already see. But I just hate the fact that we just not gonna be together, but it is what it is. I'm not going for that. I see you don't care about me. Like you cannot care about a person like me.
It really goes to show that someone can look like they've got it all. Blocked her.
Her style, she always wore like the same shit, like black yoga pants and a tank top, or like black yoga pants and a quarter zip. Like she did not have style at all. So like that top was very like, creative. Like half of it was yellow, half of it was orange. Like I knew for a fact, like, bitch, you ain't that creative. Like you did not buy that top. Okay. At the end of it, it's my fucking clothes. I know my clothes. So I confronted her about it. And I was like, is that my fucking clothes? Is that my top? And I kid you not, bro, this girl was gaslighting me. Like, she was literally like, bro, why the fuck would you say that? Like, I literally bought this myself. And like, I was interrogating her, like, okay, where did you get it from? And she kept hesitating and stuttering, like, oh, I don't remember. And I'm like, bitch, you know that's my fucking top, bro. Like, what the, like, I'm telling you, bro, like, people will go that far. Like, she was dead ass, like, acting like Ivy from Gossip Girl, like, on everything. Like, I'm telling you, like, people will go that far. That's why you got to be very careful of who you allow access to you when you're authentic. Because a lot of people will hunt you down and they will attach themselves to you simply so they can try to be you. On God, like, it's the shit, the shit crazy.
Y'all, I remember one time I had this friend named Sal, right? But Sal, one thing about Sal, she was Indian. So how I met Sal was when I was driving for Liv under my mama name. She made me like her driver. And she would pay me to go like she would pay me $10 every day to pick her up, right? Because it was so like, I know that sound like slave work, but listen, hold on. It made sense, you know. I felt like it made sense. I felt like it added up. Okay, because at the end of the week, you got $50.
It did.
Didn't really.
It didn't. It didn't. It fucking. It didn't.
Got to go that far, right? So one day she was like, Ashley, do you want to go to my birthday party they having with me at school? And I can't do her accent, but I was like, yeah, I'll come to your birthday party. And she was like, I'm gonna get cake and everything. I got a little cake, all this, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. So I had turned off Lyft and everything, and I was going to Sal with her birthday party. So we get there, her instructor, everybody else in there, whatever, right? And one thing about it, I think Sal had took this class for like a couple times, and she just couldn't get it together. Like she's like, the math is really hard and all that, right? But anyway, anywho, so we get in there, whatever, and it's time to say happy birthday to her. And I noticed we had plates, but with no spoons. So I'm like, hey, how we gonna eat this stuff? Like, I'm wondering, like, how we gonna eat this? Do y'all not know Sal got the spoon, the one spoon that they had there? It was a knife and one spoon. She took the cake with the spoon, ate it, and fed each person individually take cake off the fucking spoon. And then, y'all, not to mention, Sal used to smell like chicken noodle, like chicken noodle soup broth, and garlic or something. So she trying to feed me the cake, and all I'm smelling is, I'm like, it was just too much going on. I mean, it would light the car up, and I used to be like, I used to tell my friends it's chicken noodles or something. Like, he'd be like, chicken noodle soup head ass. And ever since then, like, it was just funny. We just call her chicken noodle. And y'all, I don't know what it is, but everybody in my family, we love motherfucking cake. So when she told me she had some cake and we going to her party, I was like, yes. So you know I had to be pissed off. We got ain't no motherfucking spoon for the cake.
Big bag shit for you, boy.
Damn, one fucking spoon. Even Jesus had different plates in the pictures that hang up in the church. Bitch, you give us one motherfucking spoon, ho. See, that be that shit. When people be believing in different religions and shit, it be that little stuff. I'm like, So when she get to me and it's my turn to get some of the cake, I'm like, oh hell no. Why she didn't give me the fucking spoon first? I could have been the first one to go and get it out the way, you know, but I'm just like, we all eat on this spoon. Like, what? I believe that's what started COVID. That shit, us eating off that same spoon had started COVID. I swear, less than a year later, it was COVID. It was COVID, bitch.
Ain't do it, bitch. Free me. And bitch, trap me. They gon' have to fight me. Fuck the police. And that nasty baloney. Oh, God.
Whew, lot to unpack here. So let's get started. I'm really trying to think where to start. This is very traumatic for me. It's not funny. So back in like 2018, I think I was like 19, 20. I don't feel like doing the math right now, but I was on the way to my friend's birthday trip. She was having a birthday trip in Dominican Republic, Punta Cana, and I booked my hotel room, I booked my flight, and I was on the way to the airport. Quick little mini story time. Hold on. I got into it with my mama pretty bad the morning of and the night before this trip, because I hit her like, oh, Ma, where's my passport? Yeah, tell me why this lady couldn't find my So I had to wake up early. In Atlanta, we got like the passport agency, and I don't know how it is now, but back then I just like went there. I was there at the Crack of Dawn, like as Crack of Dawn when it first opened, and I got my passport within like a couple hours before my flight. So already I'm like, oh my God, I'm not gonna make this fucking flight. I'm trying to go to Punta Cana, celebrate my friend's birthday, whatever. Little did I know how my day was gonna go. Anyways, point being, the day was already stressful before any of this bullshit started. So I get to the airport. My friends already knew the trouble I was having with my passport in the first place. So when I get to the airport, we like, whoo, bitch, it's time to unwind. It's time to relax. Like, we made the little boomerang. Y'all know, like, when you finally make it out the group chat, like the boomerang with the passports. Yeah, we was making all that. Boom, we end up, we boarding now. I'm walking on the plane. Before I can even step foot on the plane, you know, like the little walkway area, hallway thing. It's two officers. They like, Miss Stevens. I'm like, what's up? They like, you're gonna come with us. You're being arrested for what was it? Like, I can't think of the like technical term right now. Yeah, I tried to block this whole shit from my memory. Like, I really be forgetting that this shit happened to me like that. It was like whatever, like theft by taking. I think theft by taking, like whatever, like a felony charge. So immediately, I'm like, y'all got the wrong person, baby. I have this paid for vacation to Punta Cana waiting. And yeah, y'all got the wrong person. You need to pull up some camera footage or something, because I'm not going with you. They basically like, you know, that don't got nothing to do with us. We got a warrant for your arrest. And then they say the county, I think it's like Sandy Springs. Is that even a county? I don't know. If you live in Atlanta, it was some shit like that. And I'm like, mind you, like, sir, I don't even be in Sandy Springs. You have the wrong person. Like, but he like, you know, we just the officers. Like, you just gonna have to come with us. We gonna call the Sandy Springs officers and see if they wanna come and get you. If they don't want to come and get you, then you can go on about your business. I'm like, they not gonna come and get me because they gonna realize they made a mistake. And so I'm like, can I call my mama? The fuck? They like, yeah, you can call your mom when we get downstairs. So y'all, they walking me through the whole airport. I'm not like too famous, but I'm like kind of like, I got motion in Atlanta. So like, they walking me through the whole airport in cuffs. Like, people is like, Big Lotto, what's going on, Big Lotto? I'm embarrassed. Like, I'm embarrassed. So I called my mama. Mind y'all, remember what I told y'all earlier about the passport shit, right? So my mama think it's a joke. I'm like, Ma, it's not funny. Like, I'm on the verge of tears, but I got to act gangster because all these people follow me. They follow me in the airport. Like, they trying to figure out what's going on. I'm not gonna act. So I'm like, Ma, I'm really holding back tears. Like, I'm not playing. Like, the plane is probably took off. I'm not on the plane. I'm finna go to jail for something I did not do. No doubt in my mind. Like, I ain't never even stolen my the fuck. She's not believing me. It took a while to like convince her. I'm like, put my daddy on the phone. I'm telling him. So now when they finally take me serious, they trying to like call my lawyer, trying to like figure out what's going on. And I'm like, you know, I'm going to jail. Oh, did I tell y'all? So they was waiting on the Sandy Springs police to like figure out if they was gonna come get me and take me to jail or let me go. Yeah, they came and got my ass. Oh, did y'all know they got a jail at the airport? Yeah, I was sitting in the jail at the airport until the Sandy Springs police came and got me. And
yeah, that's what them.
Yeah, like I had a first week because I'm thinking I'm about to go to Punta Cana fresh lashes. Like, I was not prepared to go to jail. I'm in the back of the cop car and I'm really just thinking like, I gotta act tough. Like, I really want to cry. Like, the spoiled rich bitch in me is like still never that. So I'm like, sir, what jail I'm finna go to? Why does it say Rice Street? Huh? Immediately, I'm like, yeah, no, we not crying, bitch. You better act tough and you better act like you can whoop any hoe in this bitch. I'm shaking in my boots the whole time in the back of the car seat. I mean, not the car seat. I'm in the back of the cop car like, but baby, I'm acting tougher than a bitch. But baby, you would have thought I was a real right. Okay, I feel like this might be too long, so part 2.
Baby, a drunk tongue speaks a sober mind. Story time. Okay, so boom. This story time takes place back in senior year, right at the end, or whatever the case may be. So grab your bags, grab your popcorn, grab whatever the fuck, because baby, when I tell you this story time gets juicy, this story time gets juicy. Okay, so boom. So back in high school, used to be this group of boys that used to bully me all the fucking time. We're gonna call the group of boys, we're gonna call them a group of boys, and we're gonna call that one particular nigga that did it the most, we're gonna call him DL. Okay, and then we're gonna call my homegirl. Okay, so boom, right at the end of senior year, there was this big, huge party that was going around, and of course, it was hosted by the group of boys in the DL. So my friend had the biggest crush on the DL, and she really, really, really wanted to go to this party and stuff. But the kick was she didn't want to go by herself. She was like, Marcus, can you please come with me? I know that you and him, y'all got like a little tough path or whatever the case may be, but I really, really want you to go with me. At first, I was like, bitch, are you crazy? Because why the fuck would I want to go to a party with a nigga that's been bullying me the whole 4 years of high school? Why would I want to do that? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. But you know what? I said, fuck it. And to give y'all a little back a story or whatever the case may be, I was very flamboyant in high school, very, very flamboyant. And the only thing that I just didn't do, I didn't wear no wigs or anything like that. But to this party, it was the senior year and it was the last day. Yeah, I was gonna bag the fuck out. And that's exactly what the fuck I did. So then boom, I finally gave in. I said, yeah, let's go to the party or whatever the case may be. So then boom, we decided to go to the mall and everything, girl. We got us some cute ass outfits, honey. And then after that, I got our hair did. I had got my first wig installed ever. And then I had went to go get my makeup did and everything like that. And everything was safe. Everything was tea. It was cute. So then after we had did that, you already know, honey, we done went to where we had went to go, get a couple of little bottles, whatever. Because baby, the goal was we get to get turned up more when we got a dinner party. And that's exactly what the fuck we did. So then of course, when I come in, all eyes is on me. They like, oh, who is this? Who is this? The group of boys is like, oh, who the fuck is this? Yo friend bad. And out of nowhere, I said, it's me, it's Marcus. And they were like, oh boy, hell no. You know the typical niggas, the typical DL niggas. They be like, hell no. Each time they see a flamboyant film boy, whatever the case may be. Pretty much somebody else get it. So whatever. I just brushed it off my shoulder because, like I said, we came in that bitch sliding around already. So then after that, honey, the party is going on. Everybody having a good ass time. The group of boys, we all taking shots together and everything like that. Even though they still making it like homophobic jokes or whatever the case may be, but I don't give a fuck because at the end of the day, I was the baddest bitch in that motherfucking party. So then after that, or whatever the case may be, during the middle of the fucking party, my friend went off somewhere. I don't know where the fuck she had went, but I was standing in the kitchen by myself because everybody else was in the living room. So then the DL nigga walks in, and this is the DL that was bullying me the whole entire time, that was doing the most. He walk in the kitchen or whatever, and he like, damn, I'm fucked up, and he just drunk out his motherfucking mind. Me, I'm just sitting there on my phone because I don't want to hear his mouth, I don't want to hear nothing that he says. And then all of a sudden he said, yo, I looked up, I said, what you want? And he was like, shit, come with me real fast. So you know me, I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of fine. And I know that my friend had a crush on him, but bitch, that's gay boys to be. I already know what's the fuck going on when a DL nigga at that be like, come on. So you know what? I followed him. So we had went through the house because we was in an Airbnb. And it was a big ass Airbnb too. So I had followed him or whatever the case may be, and we went inside his room. And then he was like, lock the door. So I locked the door. And then all of a sudden, next thing I know, this man is like touching all over me, kissed me all over my neck, and then he like whispered in my ear. He was like, damn, Marcus, you look so fucking good. Like, you always look good, you look fine. I always wanted you, but I just couldn't express how I felt because I was so afraid what everybody else was gonna say, and wop and wop. Bitch, next thing I know, one thing led to another, and we get it cracking. I ain't gonna hold you. We got it cracking. We got it the fuck cracking. And then guess what, bitch? Somebody is knocking on the door, and guess who the fuck it is? My best friend. Comment for part 2 if y'all want part 2, because maybe part 2 gets even more crazier. Like, comment, share, and follow for more videos.
Story time on how I got fired, jumped, and literally bullied the entire 3 months that I worked at this bar. All the girls were bullying me and ganging up on me and all that. And yeah, they ganged up on me, had my ass jumped, they ganged up on me and got my ass fired. This is a story time, so let's backtrack. I'm gonna split it into 2 for Instagram because, it limits the 3-minute part. But yeah, so back in May of 2025, not that long ago, the company that I worked at shut down. They go out of business, they're shut down. And that's when I started posting on Instagram. I literally have never posted shit. Like, I had an Instagram, but I don't use it. I was like Casper the Ghost on there. So around this time, I was like, I'm going to start creating content. I have no job. I don't know what I'm going to do. And I was looking for another job, though. So I started posting. Type of content that I'm posting now was the type of content I was posting there. So nothing crazy. And I'm looking for another job. But I'm not, like, in a hurry because I was, like, literally in in a really bad place mentally. So I was like trying to take a headspace, and I didn't want to be paying hundreds of dollars, you know, towards a babysitter just to go into a job that I really didn't like. So I was taking my time, but I was posting on Instagram. And my videos were doing well. Like, you know, it was getting numbers, nothing crazy. And my first video that went viral was actually like a vlog, a family vlog of me like cooking and us hanging out as a family. And that video gets 10 million views, and literally everything just changed since then. But when that video got 10 million views, I kept posting. I was like, oh, this is great. So I kept posting. I gained like 100,000 followers in literally like, a week or two. And then by next month, I got 200,000. It was crazy. So at this point, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to go get another job. I'm just going to go get, you know, a part-time, like, silly job and try to really do this thing waitress part-time. I'm going to try and do Instagram part-time. So I go get a waitressing job, like cocktail waitressing job at Sugar Daddy Central in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm sure you know where it is because some of y'all have seen me there. And I literally was only there 3 months, okay? And yeah, it's been a minute, so I'm going to talk about it. But anyways, I get hired, and a lot of the girls have been there like literally 20 years. Yeah, bitch, I would be mad too if I've been at my job for 20 years. So a lot of the girls have been there 20 years. The black girl been there like 5 years. So I got super close to the black girl because, you know, she looked like me. So I gravitated towards her anyways. So come back for part 2. But she was, you know, nice to me, super complimenting me, like, oh, where'd you get this? I love your makeup. What nail polish color is that? And she'll go get her nails the same as me. Then she'll go do her hair the same as me. Started following me on Instagram, you know, and I'm a girl's girl, so I'm like, oh, girl, yeah, my girl does my lashes. Here's her Instagram. Oh, my nail color is this. I go get it done here. You know, I'm like literally such a girl's girl. So I'm giving her all the information. And one night we have a disagreement at work, and then she turns on me, like literally a light switch. I was like, what the hell? Oh, I forgot. Before she turns on me, I decided to have a barbecue at my pool because I have a rooftop pool.
And you didn't invite
to
her.
like close, you know, to end the end of summer kickoff. So I had all of them at my house there, eating my food, drinking my, you know, my liquor, having fun, acting like my friend. So everything was cool. And then the following week, her and I have a disagreement at work. She like literally turns on me. I was like, this is so weird. A friend that literally becomes an enemy after a little misunderstanding has been an enemy all along. Okay, they were just pretending. So this bitch was just pretending to be my friend just to get the scoop and the tea on my life. Anyway, so she turns on me. And then, so I started hating going to work because she was super catty. I'm like, I'm a mom. I don't have time for this shit, you know? And the bar back was like, Nardos, these girls are not your friends. They're all talking shit about you, saying you drive a Range Rover, live in a high rise. You don't need to be here. That's why I literally used to hide in my car whenever I had like a bartending job, because people think they just hate you based on the things that you have. And clearly I needed the job. That's why I was waitressing. So, but they thought I was bigger than the program. Anyways. So next thing I know, I get jumped. Another black girl, like a customer, pulls my hair, literally fighting me. Shit was so weird. And then they literally I'm all hurt and sad by getting jumped. Next thing I know, the black girl that I'm no longer cool with knows that other black girl. Coincidence, right? And then the following day, I get fired. And none of them reached out to me to see if I'm cool, is everything okay, none of that. So you think it's an accident that I got fired? No. And the reason why I got fired was because of customer complaint. Customer complaint on me when people were literally coming in to sit in my section, calling to see if I was working, when I'm making
So you telling me
50% tips. If you're in the service industry, then you know. You make 20% tips and then people tip on top of that. That's not bad service. That's not customer complaint. So I knew they just did not want me there. They were talking about my, you know, Instagram, and they were already saying, oh, she has this house. I made the mistake of having them over at my house. They shouldn't have seen how I was living. Then they really started to fucking hate my guts. But you know how I knew that the black girl that hated my guts wanted to be me? She literally, The day after I got fired, her TikTok just comes on my feed and she's talking about, I think I'm going to try and be a content creator. Oh, really, bitch? Oh, you are? And I was like, this girl, she could have just tried to just tell me that she wanted to be me, or at least been like, oh, you inspire me.
All right, y'all. So this is a story time on how my ex-best friend stole $300 from me. Now, this was in 2012. Now,
women be going through some shit, boy. They be really going through some stuff. I don't know what it's about, but golly.
I went to the bank and I withdrew $500. Now, the reason why I withdrew $500 is because I wanted to go to the city to buy me a belt. So me and my best friend was gonna go to the city, get my belt. We've been talking about it all week. Okay, I goes over to his house. We were supposed to be going, but I ended up taking a nap. So when I wake up, something tells me to go and look in my bag. I look at my bag and $300 is missing. So I'm like, where the heck is my money at? So I'm panicking, like, where's my money? Where's my money? Mind you, all my money was together and it was in a pouch. So I'm like, where the heck is my money at? Like, how I only got $200 right now? Like, this is crazy. So I'm tearing up my bag. I can't find nothing. My bag is only but so big. I'm like, where the heck is my money at? I'm like, James, like, you seen my $300? So he was like, nah, I ain't see it. So now I'm looking at him. I'm like, James, I had $500 when I came into this house. Where's my money at? So
damn, you quick to blame your husband.
I didn't take your money. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, James, how didn't you take my money when we was the only two people in the house? I had $500 in my bag. Where is my money at? So he was like, listen, I don't like your tone and I don't like how you trying to come at me. You're supposed to be my best friend. Why would I steal from you?
Oh, that's her best friend.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to put it like this. If you don't give me back my $300, I'm not leaving this house until I get $300 worth of stuff. So you're like, what? What you mean? What you mean? I was like, exactly what I said. So it's either you're going to cough up my $300 or I'm not leaving this house until I get $300 worth of stuff. He thought that I was playing. So I kindly got up and went into his mother room. So I started going through her jewelry box. So he was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Get out of my mother room. You know, he trying to fight me or whatever. So I'm fighting with him. We fighting. So I'm like, give me my $300. You took my $300. Give me my $300. He's like, I ain't take no effing $300. I don't know what you're talking about. I will never steal from you. You bugging. You need to leave. I was like, I'm not leaving here until I get $300 worth of stuff, period. So I'm trying to get back into his mother room. So he blocking me. We fighting. So, what happened? Oh yeah. So I get mad and I end up calling the cops. So, the cops end up coming. We was fighting the whole time. The cops end up coming. So he goes to the front door. So I see his phone sitting on the bed. Now, this is during the time where pawn shops was taking phones, whether it was unlocked or locked. So I took his new iPhone, put it in my bag, and I kindly walked outside. So the cops was trying to stop me and talking about they need to talk to me. And I was like, I have nothing to say. He stole my money. That's it. I don't have anything to say. So I ended up going to my other friend's house. So I'm getting a phone call from him off his house phone. He's calling me down. So I finally answer. So he was like, why would you take my phone? I ain't even take your money. Just give me my phone back. I'm like, you're not getting your phone back. I was like, at the end of the day, you stole my money, so you're not getting anything back. I told you I was leaving the house with something $300 or more. He was like, I'll give you $150 if you just give it back to me. How you gonna give me half of my money back when you ain't even have money? Let's be real. You ain't have no money. So therefore, how would you be paying me $150? So you think that you're gonna steal my money and just give me half of it back? No. So I hangs up the phone. So he's calling me. I'm not answering. So now I get a call from a strange number. So I'm like, hello? It's his girlfriend. So she's like, oh, where you at? I'm like, why? She was like, because I'm gonna come and get the phone. I'm like, no, you're not. So she was like, why? He said that he didn't take your phone. I was like, I mean, he didn't take your money. I was like, yes, he did take my money. And until he give me my money back, he's not getting his phone back. So she was like, oh, but he said word to crib. He didn't take it.
What he thought his girlfriend gonna do to her? Real talk. Now I don't know if he took the money or not, but what he think she gonna do? If he can do it, you think she gonna get out of? Come on, man. He ain't tell you. Come on, man. And if he got the money, just get it back. Get your phone back. Call the Yankee swap.
I was like, listen, stop calling my phone. Click. So now I calls him back. I'm like, listen, tell your girlfriend to stop calling my phone before I tell her something that she don't want to hear. Because what he used to do is have girls in and out of his house. And I used to act like I was his sister. And I used to be cool with the girls, whatever the case may be. Sometimes I had to kick the girls out, act like, he wasn't supposed to have company, like all types of crazy stuff. Like we was teenagers, like all types of crazy stuff. That was really my best friend. Like I would do anything for him. And for him to just sit here and steal from me is crazy to me. So I was like, tell her to stop calling me before I tell her something that she don't want to hear. So he was like, all right, just give me my phone. Click. I go to the pawn shop. I was able to get $200 for it. It wasn't $300, but I got something back. But long story short, don't be trusting these people because it's crazy. Like I know him for years. Like we went to high school together. Like for you to just sit here and steal $300 from me out of nowhere, like what? Talking about, oh, you probably dropped it. So what? My pouch just magically opened. $300 fell out and then it closed again and then just placed back in my bag. Like what? I was so mad. Like that got me so mad. Oh my god. But yeah, that's the end of my story time. I hope you guys liked it. Later.
She must have been from New York. New York. New York. She was on some petty shit.
So
It
here's some
might
of the
be the
worst
last story
places
right
that
here.
my stepdad and I guess his friends, quote unquote, he would hire men, or not hire men, but he would get a group of guys together and they would all rape me sometimes. So here are some of the worst places that happened. I mean, for one, my bedroom. I'm gonna start off with that. It just became more of this place that I was on edge instead of feeling comfortable. And when I would retreat and go to my bedroom to be alone, I just always felt anxiety because I knew that he could come in there at any time to his bedroom, right? Um, he would molest me in there, but he wouldn't go as far as having sex with me in there. I don't know, probably because evidence would be left behind that he had sex with me in there to his wife. Three, on vacation, we had a hotel room and we were going to go to the beach. I can't remember why I stayed back or if he asked me to stay back, but everybody else was headed down to the beach. I was still in the vacation room, and he pinned me down to the bed and he raped me. Um, I guess this is four. Um, Basically, this happened with one of those men that I referenced at their home, and he raped me there with that man in the guy's spare bedroom. Five, this happened with a group of guys that he got together. I remember their faces. I don't know their names, but if I knew their names, I probably wouldn't say their names. But he got this group of guys together and he took me to one of their garages, or I guess a basement, and they all raped me there. And I remember crying and pleading, and he beat the shit out of me and told me if I didn't comply, that he would, quite literally kill me.
That's fucked up.
And then 6, this was another place that it happened. It was kind of like, so my stepdad was a truck driver. And this place could, I guess, be described as like an abandoned warehouse. And I don't know if this was like some warehouse like one of his companies used to use that they didn't use anymore. But anyways, it happened at a warehouse. And there were maybe like, I'd say 6 guys. And all I remember is kind of like the green on the wall and the colors on the wall and how cold it felt on my body as they were doing what they did to me, which is trafficking pretty much. I don't know if money was exchanged. I'd assume so. But those are pretty much all the places that it happened.
If we're speaking from the perspective of a Black woman, likely talking to her girls or her followers, the tone is going to be high energy, grounded in real talk, and heavy on the discernment. Here is that script, remixed with the rhythm, slang, and soul.
All right. I'll be back a little later. We'll do some more streaming, recording. Be easy.